Cheers to a great conference at a 4-day, 3-night conference in Vegas. Here's my recap. Before we jump into that, I am Keyra Ford, your real estate cheerleader. My channel talks about taking ownership of where you live and how you live and helping you confidently invest in yourself through real estate. So I'm your real estate agent in Dallas, Texas, and love what I do. So I went to Family Reunion, which is Keller Williams' huge global conference. And so we had people from all over the world. We had a good time. Honey, there was a lot that went on. So let's start with day one. Day one, I fly Southwest, and first off, I love Southwest. You get 2 free bags, like what? Sign me up all day, every day. When I got there like 7 o'clock. I met up with Abby. He is an awesome Vegas agent. Shout out to him. He showed us some $1 million properties and we had a good time. So that was day one. We got there. I will say day one, I had some people in my office try me, and I did have to call on Jesus and pray for myself. And I realized one of the lessons that I learned during this trip was on the first day, you cannot expect, how you consider others. So let me tell you the story really quick, then I'll jump into the other days. So I get there and I get my rental car. They go ahead and go to their hotel because we're staying at 2 different hotels. By the way, y'all, I stayed at Circus Circus. So if you've ever been to Vegas, Circus Circus is the first hotel that was ever on the Strip. So that means it's extremely old, which means it's extremely cheap. I knew I was never gonna be in my room, so I decided, hey, I'll get the cheapest room, I'll get a rental car, I'll be in the streets. And I did just that. I had a good time, but Circus Circus was not giving what it needed to give. There's a lot of riffraff, okay? A lot of riffraff. I definitely pray. Anywho, so there's like 2 people from my office who flew on the flight with me. I didn't know we were on the same flight until we were actually on the flight. It was great. I was like excited, like, woohoo, we could spend Sunday together, because Sunday we didn't do anything. That's day one. And they asked if they can come with me on the tour that I had set up with a Vegas agent. I was like, absolutely, because I'm considered a great human. However, I guess they had got tired. We had got lunch. We went back and we registered, and we had an event that night. And so, like I said, I was at Circus Circus, which means it's 16 minutes away driving, not walking. Walking would have been an hour. And the hotel that they're at is like a 15-minute walk. So I was like, oh my God, I'll walk back with you guys to your hotel while you get dressed and we'll come back to the event. So when we walked there, I guess they got tired, okay? They got tired. But the thing is, if they didn't want to go to the event, they should have told me, because it's 2 of them and 1 of me. So we get back, we're like chilling in the hotel. I see that they're like chilling. I don't see them getting dressed. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to this event, but like, I'm going to go to it because I came over here for us to walk back. Why did we sit there for an hour? And then they told me, I heard them say, oh yeah, we're just going to go down to the casino and gamble. And I was like, wait, are you guys not going back to the conference hotel that we just came from for the event? And they're like, no, we're so sorry. Don't hate us, Keyra. And I'm like, wait, you want me to walk back in Vegas by myself at night? Like, what? So I will say that kind of like spiraled me into like, oh my gosh, should I have come to Vegas? I don't know if it was worth it. And it just made me also realize, like, some people don't treat you like nice human beings. Like, I thought it was common sense, but common sense isn't common practice, that you don't allow any woman, 1, 2, to walk by herself in Vegas, and then 3 at night. So I definitely had to pray on them. She apologized. I think really the biggest kicker is, if she would have texted me that night, like, hey, hope you made it back safe, checking on me, I would have thought like, okay, like they were just tired, their feet hurt, like maybe something to that extent. They didn't check on me. The next day, around like 12 o'clock, when she thought that she was gonna see me, she texted me, she was like, hey, I just wanna say I'm so sorry from last night. My feet were hurting, I couldn't walk back. And of course, like when you have nothing nice to say, you don't really say anything at all. So I made sure I kept everything very short, because I'm in transition, baby. I'm in transition, which means that don't play with me, because the old me can come back up, but I do my best not to let that happen, okay? And so I was like, it's okay. And she was like, well, I would love to buy you like pizza for lunch. Do you want some pizza? And I was like, I'm good, but thank you. A pizza's not gonna smooth over that I just walked 35 minutes by myself the night before. You thought a pizza would be okay to say that that's okay for me to walk in at? Girl, cut it out. And if they're watching this, it is what it is. If you wouldn't want your daughter walking by themselves in a state that they don't know, nor at night. But that was the first night. I didn't even go to the event I was supposed to go to. I was so pissed. I had to go back to my hotel and pray, because at that point I was like, should I book a flight to leave? I was that distraught. I was that pissed. I mean, I was on the phone. I was like crying, talking to my parents, talking to the guy I've been talking to. Like I was not happy. So that was day one. And day two is the actual first day of the conference. And we had Tony Robbins. If you know me, you know I love Tony Robbins. I went to his conference in Dallas last year, and it was phenomenal. I felt like it was a good recap of exactly what I needed to hear. And I'll tell you this, like I've been telling everyone. Everyone's like, "What's your recap of the conference? Like, what did you get?" This is what I got. Tony said, "So many people want to improve, but no one wants to change." I'm sorry, what? So many people want to improve, but no one wants to change. And I felt so convicted with that, because that is so true. Like, I want to always keep a flat stomach, but I am drinking alcohol, eating all kinds of things that I want to eat. That does not align with who I'm improving to be. And so it made me realize that, like, I know everything that I need to do to be wildly successful. I probably know everyone that I need to know to be wildly successful. I just need to actually change some of the habits so I can improve and become the woman that God has created me to be. So Tony Robbins was phenomenal. I loved it. I mean, there's like 11 to like 20,000 people at this conference. So I had a lot of anxiety. My goal was to get one video of a luxury property in Vegas so I can show you guys what luxury looks like in Vegas. And I will tell you this, in Vegas, they don't use any signage. Like when we pulled up to the property, there was no like sign. I thought that was kind of odd. I like that in Vegas that it's very much like here, like it's who you know, referral based, and then the agent that I was working with, they're so respectful of each other that they really want to make sure that they're giving the right person credit versus looking like if you're touring a house, looking like it's yours. Because I know sometimes in Dallas, there's a lot of people who will tour homes and act like it's their house that they're selling, and sometimes that's not the case. And so you do have to be aware of that. Okay, so day one, like I said, there was Tony Robbins. I got that information, which is like, so many people want to improve, no one wants to change. I was like, yes, that's me. And that night, so what happened that night? Oh, that night I went to a networking event. It was with MAPS Coaching. So I'm with a Mastery Coaching. That's a coaching program that you pay a significant amount of money every month to get coaching, and then you're in a pool of a lot of people who are making a certain amount of money. So you have to sell a certain amount before you can even be eligible to even be in this coaching program. And I loved it. Like, it was a good time. I will say I stayed like 15 minutes because it was fun, but the vibes were not fully there. So I went back to my hotel, got some rest, woke up. Day two was when we actually heard a little bit more about what was Gary's prediction of 2024. So for people who are looking to get into foreclosures are gonna be very minute. I'm gonna show you a slide here that shows you what's the likely of some foreclosures really like flooding the market. So everyone who's waiting for the market to crash, sweetheart, you're gonna be waiting for a long time because it's not the year. This is not the year. But one thing that I will say that I loved and what I heard was so many people want to pick the right agent. And so I want to make sure that I am providing you guys with so much knowledge, so much information to make an informed decision when it comes to picking your agent to help you buy, sell, or invest in real estate. And of course, if you are in Dallas, you know that I want to be your real estate cheerleader. So if that is something that's on your mind, it's never too early or too late to jump on a strategy session. I say if you're looking to move in 5 days to 3 years, let's chat. So you are super knowledgeable what to do. So definitely hit that link in my comments or my description where you're able to schedule a strategy session. It's about 15 minutes. I kind of get to know you, get to know me, and then we just do very basic of next steps. And then when you really want to go into a deeper conversation about buying and selling, we will talk about what that looks like. So anywho, so that was day two. We heard all about the state of the company, the vision, and all the things that we want to like really put into fruition this year when it comes to real estate and just being an amazing business owner. Because I'm not just a realtor, I'm a business owner. I want to create experiences worth having, okay? And I went to a few classes, some branding classes, some value classes to be able to bring my clients and my peeps even more value. And then, of course, day 3 was great. Day 3, we had Mel Robbins was phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal, guys. I think the number one thing that I got from her was that action equals answers. The more you put yourself, oh, I just got chills just thinking about it. The more you get into action, the closer you get to the answers that you're actually looking for, the results that you want. And so I just thought she was phenomenal. I had great seats. We were super close. I love the fact that she really is an advocate for confidence. And you know, my channel talks about confidence, having confidence in yourself, confidently investing in yourself through real estate. So, I mean, the conference was phenomenal. And the best part, I guess I should have said this in the beginning, I rented a car, and originally I wanted a Mini Cooper because I was like, it's just gonna be me. I don't really want like, you know, something too big because then so many people are gonna wanna ride with me. And I'm not here to be a bus, okay? And so I wanted to get a Mini Cooper. So then I get there, and guess what, guys? They upgraded me to a BMW 4-door. I mean, like the beginning, the beginning of my trip was really great until I had to walk back by myself. I mean, I was like, wow, God, like everything's working out. I mean, I met like over 30 people because my goal was to meet 20 people that I wanted to go into deep relationships with. I know some people had a goal of meeting 100 people. I'm not in there for the quantity, I'm in there for the quality. And so I believe that God positioned me to meet the people that I wanted to meet. And so I'm super excited to continue to bring you guys value, to continue to show up for you guys. So next week we are gonna go a little bit deeper into foreclosures. I wanna talk about foreclosures in Dallas, just so if you are one of those people who are looking to get into the foreclosure, you know, game, there isn't a ton there, but I want to give you some stats. I want to give you some, you know, some easy things that you can, you know, take the right step towards buying or selling a foreclosed home. So I love you guys so much. And of course, book that strategy session so I can help you invest in yourself through real estate.
Oh my gosh, there she is. It's Keyra Ford. Keyra Ford. You don't know what? Never heard? Oh my gosh, she's slayed every time.